Hi Aries, this is going to be your reading for December 2019. Can't believe we're into December. This also can be used if it's your moon sign or your ascendant sign. And please, if it doesn't resonate, I'm just not tuning into your energy. So please look up your other signs, your moon sign, your ascendant sign, to get maybe a clearer message. It's not going to be for everybody, so just bear with it, okay? If you do get something out of it, please like and share, because it really helps the channel. And let's get started. When I look at, you've turned up straight away. You've turned up in your reading, Aries. We've got the Queen of Wands here. You're right at the beginning. You're standing strong. Whatever this reading brings out, you will be standing strong, so don't worry about it. I feel that because this is a love reading, we've got the Four of Pentacles. I think you have been almost protecting yourself. You can see where he has his hands tightly crossed across his chest, and I feel you've been trying to protect your heart, protect yourself from an outside source, or in a relationship. Maybe you don't want to get hurt again, or you just don't want to open up to a particular situation, because I really do feel with the Seven of Wands at the side that you have been feeling almost battled and bruised, if you like. You've been put upon quite a bit. I don't like to say this, but you could have been in quite an abusive relationship, whether it's mental or physical. You could have been in quite an abusive relationship. This could have been an outside source. You could have been fine with your partner, but it's other people outside. Could have been other family members, friends that just kept kind of hammering away, you know, outside situations that are putting a stress and a strain on your relationship. Could even be just work, you know, that is really putting a stress on how you two are connecting in the month of December. Now I say December, this could already be happening or still to come up for you, so don't keep thinking about December. It's just an energy and it can be different for everybody. I really do think you've been so in your head with this situation, with this relationship. You'd maybe be struggling with something at the moment, but you're coming out of that. We've got the Nine of Swords in reverse. So you're going to come out of that state of being in your head and unable to sleep and can't eat. I know there's been a lot of worry going on for you, Aries, but you're going to be coming out of that. You're almost like you've had enough. You're not going to take any more of this, whether it's a bullying and within the relationship or other people putting their tuppence worth in about your relationship. Maybe people are just having too much to say, and this is how you've been feeling, that you've having to protect yourself and almost justify why you are in this relationship. Before I go any further, I have to point out where the love card came up. It said unrequited love, and it's considered there's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. You could almost be at a stage in this relationship where you've been in it for such a time that you feel that bit of passion's maybe gone. You may be having to try and rebuild whatever it was that was lost that you had in the beginning. Relationships change all the time, from the passion at the beginning to getting used to one another and just basically growing together. So I think if this is maybe at a stage where you just don't know whether you want to walk away, you could be wanting to walk away, or the other person does, because we do have the Eight of Cups right in the middle. And it could just be that this relationship has just been such hard work for such a long time that you just can't do it anymore. You want to have headspace to clear this energy, to even if it's just to love this person again and move on with them. No one has to say that this is you going to break up, but it could be Aries. It could just become a time where it's ran its course, because right beside it we have the Wheel of Fortune, and the Wheel of Fortune is you have done a whole cycle this relationship has almost run its course and it's time for a new beginning. We've got the Three of Swords down here, and I think if you are at a stage where, or your partner, this person, is at a stage where they want to walk away, it's not going to be done. It's not going to be done without any real thought, because it would absolutely be heartbreaking. It's going to break somebody's heart. But I really do think that you're going to have to go through this particular time. This sounds a really dark reading, I'm sorry, but I just see what the cards say, because we do have the Nine of Swords in reverse. You're coming out of it, you're going to feel better for it. Whatever this situation is, and it's going to be different for everybody, you're going to feel better for it. Because I'm reading this as a love reading, this could be you even just maybe holding too tightly onto this person, or onto what is yours, and maybe not giving as much of yourself as what you maybe feel you should have done, or they're not. It could be something like that. Or you're holding on to them too tightly. You're almost suffocating, or they are suffocating you. But you're going to be walking away from this situation anyway, whether it is physically walking away from the person or just changing the situation. But was it Wayne Dyer that says, to change a situation you have to change how you look at it? So maybe that you're going to start looking at things in a different way. To get your love cups refilled, you're maybe going to have to look at your relationship, at what you need to do to get the passion back. Because down here we've got the Six of Pentacles, and this to me is where you have to, this is the card where you've got this give and take. Maybe one of you has been given too much and the other one just taking for granted. And I think this is what is happening with the Ten of Swords here. You could just be feeling that is what's been happening, or the other person is, and this is how they are reacting towards you with the Ten of Swords at the end. I'm going to just see what a card for what the Ten of Swords is. I don't want to leave the December reading like that. No, I really do feel that this relationship is going to make you feel that you're really quite stuck at the moment. We get the Five of Pentacles. You're not moving forward as of yet, but you're going to be. I think you're going to have to. I mean, we've got the Wheel of Fortune. It's done its course. You are just. This could just be how you feel after you know, it has broke up, but it's going to be for the better, because 2020 is going to be a year where everybody is going to start to look at things in a whole different manner. You're going to be more aware of what is. You're not going to put up with this kind of stuff any longer, what people used to put up with. It's just not going to happen. I really do feel, Aries, that you are going to have to get out of that mind poverty. You know, the relationship hasn't got enough in it. It's just, there's not enough going on. It could just be time to move on. That's all I can say. So, as I said, this isn't going to resonate with everybody. A lot of you are blissfully happy and everything's fabulous, and you're going to say, this doesn't resonate with me. That's fine. Don't worry about it. And I hope to see everybody later in December. And if I don't, then have a fabulous Christmas.